I didn't let my best friend have her wedding on my property after being uninvited. I inherited this absolutely gorgeous 15-acre farm from my grandmother 3 years ago. Rolling hills, century-old oak trees, a perfectly restored vintage barn. It's basically wedding paradise straight out of a magazine. I started renting it out for events, and it quickly became the most sought-after venue in our entire county with a 6-month waiting list. My childhood best friend Madeline booked it 2 years ago for her wedding to Ryan. I gave her the ultimate friends and family rate, $2,000 instead of my usual $8,000, because we've been inseparable since elementary school, and she helped me through my parents' messy divorce. She was over the moon, literally crying happy tears, saying it was absolutely perfect for their rustic country vibe. We spent countless months planning every single detail together. Madeline wanted mason jar centerpieces with baby's breath, twinkling string lights draped throughout the barn rafters, wildflower bouquets picked fresh from my meadow, the whole dreamy Pinterest country wedding aesthetic. I was genuinely excited to host her special day and make her fairy tale dreams come true. Last month, I'm mindlessly scrolling through Instagram during my lunch break when I see Madeline posted these stunning new engagement photos. Something immediately seemed off though. She's wearing this absolutely massive diamond solitaire ring, completely different from the delicate vintage rose gold ring with tiny diamonds that I helped her and Ryan pick out together at that antique shop downtown. Then I noticed she's tagged someone named Nathaniel in the photos. Not Ryan, Nathaniel. Completely confused and honestly feeling hurt, I call her immediately. Madeline, who the hell is Nathaniel? What happened to Ryan? Are you okay? There's this long, uncomfortable pause where I can practically hear her thinking. Then she finally admits she and Ryan broke up 6 months ago. 6 entire months. And she never told anyone. Not me, not her family, not our mutual friends, because the wedding was already completely planned and all the deposits were paid. Turns out Nathaniel is this hotshot investment banker she met at her marketing job downtown. They've been secretly dating, and he proposed after just 3 months with this ridiculously expensive ring. She figured since the venue was already booked and save the dates were designed, why not just use the exact same wedding date and pretend nothing changed? I'm processing this thinking, okay, that's weird, but whatever makes her happy. Then she drops the real bombshell. So Nathaniel's family has concerns about the venue, she says carefully. They think the farm setting is too rustic for their standards. His mom wants to bring in her event planner from the city to completely redesign everything. I'm like, what do you mean redesign? It's a working farm, not a blank canvas. She starts listing off their completely ridiculous demands. Expensive white silk draping to cover my beautiful barn walls, imported European flowers instead of my wildflowers, a crystal champagne fountain, professional valet parking on my gravel driveway, basically turning my beloved rustic family farm into some pretentious country club. But the final straw was what came next. Oh, and Nathaniel's mom thinks it would be best if you weren't visible during the ceremony. You know, so the help doesn't appear in any of the photos. The help. She called me the help. At my own property. I reminded her this was supposed to be friends and family, not some corporate gala. Madeline got defensive, saying Nathaniel's family offered to pay the full $8,000 venue fee if I just stayed in the farmhouse during the ceremony. They wanted to pay me to hide in my own home while they transformed my beloved family property. I looked at her and said, the wedding's canceled. Find another venue. Madeline completely lost her mind, started ugly crying about how they'd already sent elaborate save the dates to 200 wealthy guests, booked the most expensive caterer in the state, ordered thousands of dollars worth of flowers. Everything was perfectly set for just 6 weeks away. I told her she should have thought about that before calling me hired help on my grandmother's land. She left threatening to sue me for breach of contract. Joke's on her. We never signed anything because I trusted my best friend. 2 weeks later, karma struck beautifully. I see on Facebook that Nathaniel dumped her for his boss's daughter. Apparently Madeline wasn't sophisticated enough for his family either. The venue stayed booked though, by Ryan, who wanted to marry his new girlfriend exactly where he'd originally planned.